my name is Diana Daly, um, and I have a little book for children now. It's called A Wonderful Bigness. It's based on the stage version of the story of my great aunts and uncles. That stage show was called If a Place Could Be Made, and it was made with Louise Moyes and Anne Troke and myself, and the three of us are called the Daly Family Collective. So they are the stories of my great aunts and uncles. And what's special about uh, my family is that out of the 12 children that my great grandmother Kitty Daly and my great grandfather Daniel Daly had, out of 12 children, 6 of them were born with skeletal dysplasia. That means that my poppy was a really gigantic man. He was 6'1" and really huge, big policeman. But his brother Mike was born with, at the time, what they called dwarfism. Now you say little people or persons of short stature. It's best to kind of check with the person you're talking to about what they'd prefer to be called. But when I was growing up, my aunties and uncles all called themselves dwarves, and they all stayed together under the same roof forever until each one of them passed on. So there's tons of great stories about how inventive they were, how poetic they were, how fun they were, and generous and kind, and all of these things, these wonderful attributes that the family shared, despite, hardships of having pretty severe physical disabilities. And they all came up with pretty ingenious ways to make sure that they weren't alienated from the rest of the world, so that they created a special community for themselves. So they had tons of friends and lots of great community around them. And so Marnie asked me, would I want to turn it into a book? And I think, so many stories could be told about this particular family, but we want to make sure that it stays really respectful and warm and kind. So I was delighted because I love running the goat. So I was really happy. And then Marnie paired me with Bruce, which has been fantastic so far, a really wonderful artistic collaboration.